Morning, join me today. Happy New Year everyone. This is the first session of 2021. Hope you all had a great holiday. Today I am down on a local stretch of my club waters, and I'm going to do a bit of winter chubbing. I made up some stinking cheese paste last night, which the water, we haven't had any rain for a few days, so hopefully the water is the colour's dropping out, so it's looking really quite chubby. I'm just gonna sort of get set up now, and I will talk to you a bit more about what rigs I'm using and everything once I'm set up. So basically today I've got some cheese paste that I made up. I've also brought some of my worms from the wormery, and I've got a bit of pellet, also a small selection of garlic flakies and some boilies. Hopefully the chub will take liking to one of them. The river's looking actually really good now. I was hoping that we can start 2021 on a positive note, after having my last 4 sessions being blanks, so fingers crossed. Just moved up 20 yards to the next swim. Some nice overhanging bushes and trees on the far bank there, with a nice sort of slack crease on the other side, which I'll look to drop the bait into. So today is definitely all about roving this stretch of river, looking for those likely spots. Now that the river's fining out a bit, the colour's dropping out, it's looking very good. There's As you can see, it's quite a fresh day. It's not too cold, probably about, I think they're saying it's like 2, wind chill 1, -1. It's a beautiful little stretch of river in Berkshire. Yeah, this looks great. As you can see, I'm looking a bit like a Michelin man today. That's because I am taking out for the first drive my Christmas present from the wife, which is the new Tracker multi-core 3-piece suit. And to be honest, it is toasty. I've had to take the fleece inner out, and I've just got a base layer on underneath. But it is seriously warm. I have to have it undone even. So this is going to be great for in the winter, when we get the snow and the heavy frosts. I'll give a full review after I've used it a few times. And also I'm using the new Korum Opportunist X 8-foot quivers today, which I purchased for myself, especially for fishing these small rivers like I fish. And I've put the 2-ounce tip on. I've put the 2-ounce tip on today, as it's quite a small. The flow isn't too bad in here as well, and also because I'm going to be fishing for perch as well, I just need that extra bit of sensitivity. Like I say, in the coming weeks I'll do a full review of my equipment and everything I'm using. So far the rod is really nice. It's a very thin blank, very lightweight, ideal for roaming. And I've got that matched up actually with the Korum Shadow 2500, and it just feels really well balanced. So let's see how we get on today then. Just walking further up the stretch, trying to pick some likely swims. They all look so good, but I don't have the time today to fish every swim I see. But I will catch up with you guys later once I'm set up in my next swim. Just one knock there. Well, I think it was a knock. It could have been crayfish, but for my confidence, I'd like to think it was a knock, even if I did miss it. So many swims, so many choices, not knowing what to do, what swim to drop into. Some lovely stretches. Just looking for something that's got a bit of overhang and a bit of structure, a bit of change in current in the swim. You know, somewhere where you think chub might be sat waiting to pick up bits of food. So I've picked this swim here. As you might be able to see, got some overhanging bushes, and tree on the left. On the right there's a massive blackberry bush that's overhanging, and as we know, chub love blackberries, so it might be somewhere. Looks like it's quite undercut as well, so they could be sat down underneath there. So it's definitely worth a try. Starting to get what looks like some tiny little taps on the tip of the rod. Not sure whether they're bites or not, or maybe it could just be a little bit debris coming down, but let's see if it materialises into anything. So I've been having a few little taps, so just going to put a few pea-sized pieces. Cheese paste up. I'll give it 5 more minutes, and then I'll just probably recast a little bit further downstream. So, time to move again. A few little tentative knocks in that swim, but sort of nothing materialised from it. So, I'm going to walk a bit further up now, see what we can find. Just going to go up to where the river goes under the motorway with the bridges. See if we can find a swim up here. Alright, catch up with you again in a minute. So I'm just going to switch over now to some worm, just to see if that might entice them in this cold weather. Also, it will give me a chance of picking up perch as well. So just grab a couple of worms. So that's the end of another session. First session of 2021 and a blank.